Hey guys, my name's Sean. I'm a real estate agent here with Kelly Realty.
Hi, I'm Makayla Abney with Kelly Realty.
And I am Renada Kelly, a realtor here at Kelly Realty, and today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of buying versus renting. So let's get started with the pros of renting. Sean, what would you say is your favorite thing about renting something versus owning?
My favorite thing about renting is that I have zero commitment to that property. I only have to stay there for as long as I signed a lease for, and also I don't have to take care of any maintenance items.
I would say though, signing a lease to live somewhere, it kind of does tie you to some rules. Wouldn't you say, Makayla?
Yes, no dogs.
Or maybe a pet fee, which
pet
kinda
deposits,
sucks.
more money just to have a pet, where if you purchased a house, you wouldn't have to pay a pet fee.
You have minimal maintenance, which is very nice. Whenever something happens in the kitchen, just call the landlord up.
That is one thing that does suck about owning a house, is that you do have to handle all the maintenance yourself and not have the opportunity to call a landlord, which is a cool thing about renting.
There might be some rules from the landlord that you have to follow.
Sometimes you can't even paint walls a certain color.
There might be quiet hours.
Right, if you live in an apartment complex. Sometimes I know if you were staying in an apartment, you wouldn't be able to have the long-term guests stay with you because that would be in violation of your lease agreement in some cases. So
some people would say you're just throwing your money in the trash if you're renting. Building equity is a very nice thing. Just putting your money basically in a hidden savings account while owning a house.
Another really nice thing about home owning is the appreciation factor. I think in the Omaha area, homes are appreciating at about 5 to 6% a year. So if you bought a house for $100,000, the next year it would be worth around 105 to 106, and you really didn't have to do anything except for maintain the property, keep it in the same condition as it was when you first purchased it.
So definitely, I think everyone can agree that when you are renting, you do kind of feel like you're throwing your money away. The landlord is providing a service, so I guess it is a little bit extreme to say you're throwing your money away because you are paying to live somewhere. However, if you do own a house and you do purchase, it is totally a pro to purchase because you are basically putting that money, like Makayla said, into a savings account, which you will one day be able to recoup.
And the value is growing over time. Also, you get certain tax benefits when you own a house. For instance, you get to write off your interest payment every year, which will bring down your taxable income, which means you pay less in taxes. It's a
Nice.
Great investment.
Nice pro there.
When you're renting, one good thing is you can leave. If you do not like the house, you do not like the neighbor, you don't like something in the house because you can't change it, you can leave. That's why they do leases 6 months to a year.
Going off that, one of the biggest cons of home owning is that it's kind of like a long-term commitment, or at least a commitment for at least 3 years for it to make sense for you to even buy a house.
There also is a pro that if you do purchase and own a home, there is an opportunity that if you do want to move, you could always rent that house out and basically become a landlord and have other people paying down your mortgage, and you would still be gaining the payments that are put towards that mortgage as well as the appreciation. And hopefully, if you're doing it right and it's nice enough property, that you're making some nice cash flow off the top after all the expenses have been paid. So I would say, to your point, although it is expected that you wouldn't be moving around when you do own a house, if you do want to move around, you totally could, and you could become a real estate investor.
Well, we hope you guys learned a lot from this.
If you're contemplating buying or renting, give your friends at Kelly Realty a call because we can help you through the decision-making process.
When it's time to move, just remember, make a smart move with Kelly Realty.